The first file encryption software we're going to use is actually built into the Windows operating system. It's called Windows EFS, or the Windows Encrypting File System. Now, EFS has been built into Windows since Windows 2000 Professional, and it has carried through to XP Professional, some editions of Vista, and all of the Windows Server operating systems since Windows 2000. If you have Windows XP Home Edition or the Home or Home Premium versions of Vista, you do not have the capability to use EFS. But don't fret, when we talk about some of the other encryption programs we can use, you can still use those as well. For now, let's focus on Windows EFS and what it is and what it can do for you, and then we'll do a demonstration of Windows EFS. Now, Windows EFS is built into the operating system, and because of that, it actually offers some pretty good advantages. The first advantage is that it offers transparent encryption, and the reason we call it transparent is that means the user doesn't have to do anything really. The only thing you really have to do is encrypt the file in the first place or set it for encryption, and that's easy to do. We'll show you how to do that during the demonstration. After that, let's say you encrypt a Word document, for example. So you can actually open up Microsoft Word, open up that file, and you don't have to decrypt that file. It's decrypted automatically for you. You can use the file, make changes to the document, and then close the document. Once you close it, it's automatically encrypted again. You don't have to do anything. That's why it's called transparent encryption. So it encrypts the file, or rather decrypts the file when you open it, and decrypts it after you use it. Encrypts it after you use it, rather. Now, Windows EFS can be used to encrypt files or folders. Oftentimes, it's more of an advantage to encrypt a folder so that any file put into that folder is encrypted. That way you don't have to worry about which particular file is encrypted or not. Now, how does Windows use this transparent encryption method? Well, it's actually pretty easy. It relies on your built-in Windows username and password to allow access. Since it uses your Windows name and password, you don't have to put in a separate username and password to decrypt the file. Windows uses that username and password that you use when you log into the system. So that makes it actually pretty easy and transparent. Now, Windows EFS can also allow other Windows users to access that file as long as they have a login. And that's something you have to set up when you encrypt a file and when you set up user accounts on the machine. There are command line and graphical methods for accessing and using Windows EFS. If you're a command line junkie, you like to type things at the command prompt, then there's a command for you to use. And that's actually very useful if you want to do some more advanced things with Windows EFS, like do some batch scripting with the Windows EFS commands in there. But if you're just a regular user that just wants to encrypt a file and get it over with and not really have to worry about all the technical aspects, then the graphical method works very well for you as well. In our next session, we're going to do a demonstration of Windows EFS.